Okay, so I need you to explain to me, like, realistically, a dumb person, somebody that doesn't. Don't look at the phone, because I'm talking to you, and I'm asking you as a person.
Okay.
I understand how you are. Yeah, I've been with you for, almost 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Explain to me what racing is to you, and it's not just a need, it's not just a want. I need you to dumb it down for somebody that doesn't have a hobby, somebody that doesn't have something that they can do, because I don't have what you have. I have you and the kids. I don't have something specific that just drives me besides you guys.
My first answer to this was, on a hot summer day, you've been outside working all day, you're in the heat, you're in the sun, and it's the first time you get to take a sip of ice cold water, that euphoria that goes over you.
But I don't like ice cold water. Some people don't. Yeah. So it's different. So explain to me more of a reality.
It's more like it turns into, for people like me, it turns into more like a necessity. You have to have it. And the first time you ever let go of a foot brake or let go of a trans brake button, like it turns into.
But why is it a necessity? Like eating, sleeping, and life is a necessity. Why is...
That's the fourth element.
But why this? Why this one thing?
Something about it. It's... You put in long hours, sleepless nights, countless dollars. I could never even imagine how much money I've spent on racing. It's just something about cars and racing, and it's a weird lifestyle, and there's not many of us out there anymore.
But why you? Why is this you? Like, why? This is just...
It's just intrigued me so much, and it has made me push myself to be better. It was my coping mechanism. It was my therapy, as some people would say. It was a way for me, once I put that helmet on, there's nothing else that matters in the world. Not anything. I put my helmet on. I put my gear on. And for the 2 minutes from rolling from the staging lanes into the burnout box, I do my burnout. I stage the car. There is not anything in the world that can dictate how, because you never know what's going to happen. You can only put your best foot forward. You can put your best tune-up in it. You can put the best parts on your car. But when you roll up and you light that pre-stage bulb, and there's another car in the other lane, at that point, it doesn't matter. I have to get to that stripe. There's nothing else in my mind other than getting to the finish line, getting there and winning, and just absolutely trying to do the best I can. And something about it's so freeing. Because at that point in time, there's literally no one else that can help you. Once you strap in and you roll up to that stage bulb, it's you. I mean, you have people to help you with the car. You have people to help you get the car turned around. You have people that help you with tune-ups. You have people that, it's always a collective group, and that's something that I love about the car community is the group behind it. Like, everybody respects everybody, especially in the drag and drive stuff I do. Like, it's awesome. But when you roll up to that starting line, it's you, your thoughts, and it's pretty much you. You have to know what you're doing, for one thing. But I don't know, once you strap a helmet on, for me anyways, I don't know if it's for everybody, but when you strap that helmet on, you don't think about anything. It's the most freeing therapy. Like, you don't think about life. You don't think about the problems you had at work that week. You don't, think about how you had to yell at your kid because he dumped soda all over himself. And you don't have to think about, I just had to spend $2,000 to get something fixed on the car. You don't think about that. When you roll into the stage bulbs, it's peace. It's therapy. Just all your troubles leave you for 8, 9, 10, 12, 11, 15 seconds. You don't have to think about anything. You get to do what you love. It's racing. It's the most freeing feeling in the world.
So it's just something that you don't necessarily have to think about. It's just something that releases you from everything else in the world.
In that moment, I'm not a parts advisor. I'm
not a dad.
I'm not a dad. I'm not a husband. I'm not, a number in society. I'm not this. I'm not that. In that exact moment, I'm me. No answers nothing I have to answer to.
Except for yourself.
Except for myself. Do I beat myself up a lot about racing? Yes, I do. Do I break a lot of shit? Yes, I do. Do I spend a bunch of money that I probably shouldn't? Yes, I do.
Yeah, you do.
Am I financially responsible? Fuck no. It goes back to that old saying from freaking the Fast and the Furious. For those 10 seconds, I'm free. It's really true.
So you're gonna relate to Dominic Toretto from the Fast and Furious.
It legitimately is true though. Like,
I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
I don't know if any other racer out there is like this or not. But when I put my helmet on, the only thought I have is it's me in this car.
Well, you can't think about the other stuff when you race.
And it's as soon as I slip that helmet on and I buckle it up.
Well, I guess some people are different though, because when I race, it's just fun. Like, I can have the radio on, I can listen to the announcer, and I don't give a shit what they say. I
don't ever drive. I don't have a radio.
I know. Well, I know that. But if you did, then it would probably bug you because you need the silence. I, on the other hand, don't care because
all I hear is the car and...
See, you're different, and I drive differently than you do, though, because the stuff that's on the outside doesn't affect the way I'm acting on the track. And I can think about all that while I'm going on the track, and it doesn't seem to faze me just because I guess it's more or less I'm having fun, and this is more of a life decision for you. But this is just fun for me, just because I don't have anything else.
I've been addicted for... 29, 16 years.
I've got about 10 years, and that was actually a little bit before you, about 6 to 8 months before us.
Well, I've been racing door cars and bracket racing and all that shit for about 16, 17 years.
You grew up in this stuff. I had nobody to help me in anything.
I grew up in it.
I met people that made me realize that this is what I wanted, and then I had people look at me like I was crazy, of course, because, you know, I'm a girl, and most girls don't have a chance in something like this because people are like, oh, it's cars, it's a guy's sport.
I wish more girls would do it.
I wish more girls would do it too.
It's not just all guy sport. It's not just like it doesn't matter about sex, race, anything like that. Like, I don't give a fuck who you are.
It's just a group of people that have something in common because it's fun.
Yeah, like I don't care. I don't care about any of that. Like, I look over and I'm literally looking at your fender to see to make sure I know, like, when I get down to the big end of the track, that your fender's behind my door. Like, I don't care who you are. I want to race you. And yeah, it's been my life. It's the reason I put up with what I do at work, and it's the reason, like, it's just who I am, part of my lifestyle. I've met the people you meet in this community is just phenomenal. I mean, granted, you know,
most of the time,
it's just like anything. Like, you'll have bad seeds, but for the most part, there's somebody there that will help if you have a question.
I gotta go finish dinner.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's that deep Q&A talk. So, you can thank my wife for that one.
I thought I'd ask a question that was a little personal. So,
I've never been asked that.
Well, it's because you've never had a wife until me.
True. You're my first and only.
Well, let's hopefully keep it that way, but I love you.
You're stuck with me. Me and my car addiction.
Mm-hmm. I'm the one that's kept you from selling it, too.
There's been times.
Yeah, well, you still got it because of me.
If I sold it, I'd buy another.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't, because you never sold the first one.
Yeah, I couldn't sell it. I can't sell it